This is my friend Hussam Hamad from Khan Yunis, Gaza. He reached out to me a few months into the siege on Gaza to ask me to support him and his family and create a GoFundMe campaign to raise funds for his family to evacuate. At the time, evacuation was possible because the Rafah border was open. To date, we have raised a total of $36,000. At least $16,000 of that has been used to pay for 3 family members' evacuation. However, they were unable to evacuate because the Rafah border was invaded and destroyed. One of his brothers and his sister-in-law were able to evacuate because she has dual citizenship to the U.S. Since then, this family has been using the rest of the funds over this last year solely for survival. They have been displaced at least 7 times from their home in Khan Yunis to Rafah, back to Khan Yunis, and displaced now to El Mawasi. From wear and tear from the weather and being moved so many times, their tent was destroyed and they needed to purchase a new tent. They had to rent a truck to move their belongings, and they had to rent land in El Mawasi because all of the public land is no longer available since it's the only supposed safe zone left in Gaza. And it isn't even a safe zone because it's being invaded all the time or being bombed, and tents are being lit on fire and people are being killed there every day. I worry about Hussam and his family every time I see a news headline. All Hussam has ever wanted for his family is to raise them out of poverty, to have a house and family of his own one day. Him and his brothers and parents owned a clothing boutique before the IOF occupied Gaza again, and it was completely destroyed in the very beginning of the siege on Gaza. They no longer have any way to make money for their family other than us raising funds for them right now. Survival is harder every day, especially since they stopped letting aid in. Basic things like vegetables and flour are very expensive if they're available at all, and water has become even more scarce. They have been able to grow their own vegetables, but that doesn't sustain an entire family. Hussam's father is diabetic, and that has been a challenge in taking care of him this entire time. He's been in and out of the hospital, which has also cost them money. He no longer has access to insulin because it's not being allowed in, and he recently had to have his toe amputated. Hussam and his family have experienced so much loss over the last year and a half. The least we can do is help uplift them in their extreme time of need. Every share, every post, every donation is a literal lifeline for this family. They have since exhausted the funds in the GoFundMe, and because that GoFundMe was originally set up for evacuation purposes, I decided to start a new campaign to focus solely on their survival needs, and it is now on chuffed.org. I will have the link below for everyone to go to, and please share it. We appreciate your support so much. Without it, they wouldn't be able to survive.